Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Hype, 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 hype. We don't want to see teams going undefeated.
The things, I guess, that are surprising to me, just looking at this as we're going to go through the bans, I think Windstrike is a very good team.
Yeah.
But yet I guess they're only 0-2. It's not that bad. Vici being 0-4.
10 seconds.
Yeah, who did Windstrike have? I think it was Mineski. That's fair. Mineski looks pretty strong.
Yes. They have a really cool way of playing, at least. Look at the detailed group.
Ban.
Windstrike had to play Mineski.
That is a fair enough.
And EG split the day with IG.
So I was talking to Joe, mutual Chinese caster,
10 seconds to
and
go.
she was. I asked her like the Chinese team,
5 seconds.
their perspective.
Yeah.
They actually had it goes LGD.
Radiant's ban.
He said it was actually Thunder, then Newbie, then Vici.
I know.
And again, they did not have Serenity ranked that high, which again confirms not just what you're saying, but also what the Chinese community thinks is that Serenity is a cool team, but they don't actually rate them that highly going into the tournament.
Yeah. That's kind of just been the consensus that I hear from the West as well.
Yeah.
10
I just like to
seconds
talk
go.
to the Western players and say, like, well, what's like the sort of vibe that we have so far. Most of them, as long as you don't say who says what, but they said that Serenity looked like maybe the weirdest team that a lot of them had ever played. I think LGD was unanimously regarded as the best Chinese team so far.
Yeah.
I think March said as well that they were winning all their scrims in China when we were at breakfast. March should know stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
And it's not terribly surprising. They looked super good
10 seconds to
going
They just have
into
talent.
this tournament. I mean, super talented. It's like
5
they've got Ame and maybe two, I would say, like superstar cores. They've got FY Captain. I mean, he's been a long-term player, widely regarded as one of the best supports coming out of China. They pick up two newbies, which it feels like quote-unquote new. They're not super new to me, but X-Nova, who's obviously had his time in Southeast Asia, did a little co-captaining early on in his career. He's supposed to help be an added voice to Chalice. It's probably, I would say, the newest professional code. And they both look like great additions to LGD. Seems like
Just good
having
players.
a little bit of the new blood helps, right?
of course, you want a mix. But PSG LGD.
PSGL.
I don't follow, would I trigger Europeans if I said soccer?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't follow football. No, I'm gonna.
Would I trigger you guys if I said that? Okay, I'll say it.
I'm gonna try to respect
Uh-huh.
the beautiful sport or whatever they call it.
Radiant's pick.
That's what they call it.
You know what I do? I really emphasize football.
The accent mark is important.
You know? I don't know. So when I was talking to Europeans, I'm like, American football, and of course, football.
I like that. That's good. On the other side,
There's no confusion,
their opponent's Team
Yes.
Liquid, they
10
want to be the
seconds
first
to go.
team to repeat. If you talk to
5
if you
seconds.
talk to Kuro about it, this is his dream. More than anything, I know he doesn't care about the money, because I bought full Overwatch like 6 years ago, and he still hasn't paid me back.
Sounds like a lot of Dota players. To
Yeah, I'm
be
gonna be
fair.
honest. I need you guys to know, by the way, that don't be friends with Dota players. They are by far the cheapest individuals in the
They make
entire
the
world.
most money. Tier 1 Dota players make the most money out of all the esports.
Yes.
And they are simultaneously the cheapest bastards.
Tell me when you've seen, like, send me a photograph of when Bulba's worn like, articles of clothing from stuff that he's just owned.
Show me a picture of Bulba
Yeah,
pulling
that
out his
Team
wallet
Tinker.
when the check comes in at dinner. Bulba's like, don't worry, I got this, guys.
I'll tell you the best example of this. One time, after
10
a while,
seconds
me and
to
my
go.
account were going over it, and he was just like, you are spending way too much
5
money on Dota
seconds.
players. I was like, how much? And it was like in the thousands. So I finally told Arteezy, I was like, this is I can't buy you any more dinners. He's like, don't worry, bro, I got this one. So we go outside to a kebab shop. This cheap lunch. It was maybe like $8. And I of course have my wallet on me because I'm just a conscientious person. Dead ass, we ordered. He looks me in the eye. He says, "Bro, I actually forgot my wallet." I had to go out in the pouring rain, withdraw money. Before we left the hotel, he assured me. He said, "I've got this one."
I've got this one.
He said, "Your annoying ass will stop bothering me once I get this meal."
Once I get this $8 meal.
Once I get this $8 meal. Thank you for the McDonald's, dude. All right. So, anyways, for Kuro, it's not about the money. It's about the legacy.
Yeah.
I think it's about this guy, and I'm telling you, this is all he thinks about. This is all he cares about. He doesn't do anything else. He has no hobbies. I've never seen a man care so little about the outside world. All he cares about is Dota. This is his dream, to cement his legacy, to say, "I am the best." All of you that doubted that, you are wrong. When all is said and done, when Dota is done, you will remember me as the best to play this game.
10 seconds to go.
I will be the consistent factor in that regard.
Dire's banned.
This opportunity to.
This is the opportunity.
I mean,
this is the closest he might get again.
It is truly amazing that we're at the 8th international. We haven't had a single player,
Yeah.
single organization, single team. No repeat.
But you don't know what happens when, like, if you lose this TI. We've seen better teams than this. Like, if you lose TI, you know, everybody in your team could just hate each other, and then all of a sudden you're just left with nothing.
It all falls.
Yeah. And so this is going to be your opportunity to do it up.
We
Don't
have
waste
seen
it.
a lot of players make that descent. Not captains necessarily, but there have been players who have won or got second at a TI
10
in the
seconds to
following
go.
year
Yeah.
because they end team.
It's scary.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want consistency. And so far, Liquid and LGD, aside from Virtus Pro, two of the more consistent teams.
And we have an opening of Silencer and Twist from Liquid. You're gonna have to explain that one a little bit further as first shaker.
I think Wisp right now is just a really good hero. I've seen it paired. We saw it paired earlier in the day twice with what was the hero, Gyrocopter. Liquid though banned that themselves.
And because Silencer is such a good counter to Wisp, especially with the change, right? It is
Yeah.
a really big change to have it be a channeling relocate. Because now you hear the noise, you hit global silent. There's no relocate anymore. Dunzo.
I just
So
like,
they like
10
Silencer.
seconds to go.
You can't pick Wisp. We've got the counter.
I think the downside of having Silencer and IO is supports though is that you need the rest of your lineup to just really do stuff.
You have no stuns. You have no playmaking out of your supports. That's the first thing I saw. I was just like, oh. You got a lot of laning phase. And you're going to have more laning phase. Now, Bloodseeker picked up for Team Liquid. Good
10
counter to
seconds
the
to
Clinks. Limits his
5
mobility right up in space. But it does mean that PSG LGD can get the counter pick. Just try and win the lane. But I guess that's still going to be difficult, right? Because then Wisp could actually be in the lane with Blood. So they're going to go for the support first and fade. That'll help both lanes and shape.
Does it make it so that you don't have to go for Soul Ring?
On Clinks?
Yeah, do you still go for it?
I bet you still go for it.
10 seconds to go.
I mean, it's just like 2 1-to-1 value.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
I pop Soul Ring.
You just need really good aggression now on the side of Liquid. IO Bloodseeker's not bad just because your IO's gonna have 10 billion move speed.
That is really scary. The fact that Wisp could be with Bloodseeker
Yeah.
to help out with the laning phase, but it also means he could be in some sort of dual lane that is super pressure heavy
What about Pugna or something?
and just makes heroes like constantly low, and then Bloodseeker first
yeah.
go. Pugna for Liquid or LG,
Kind of cool with it for Liquid.
and is that because it's kind of the pressure hero? Good versus Kling.
Like, you just want to set the tempo when you have Silencer IO. And
Right.
he's got good move speed. They don't have the easy. If you can't burst that hero like instantly, 0 to 100, it's really strong too. We'll see though.
Venom.
Oh, they take Venom.
It's very similar. I'm setting them. It's a pressure hero.
It's nice with Bloodseeker.
Yeah. What's the Q called?
Venomous Gale.
No, on Bloodseeker.
Oh, on Bloodseeker. Blood Rage.
Yes, Blood Rage. Blood Rage Venomancer.
What are the
Hit
spells?
Poison Nova. Blood Rage, Blood Right, Bloodthirst, Rupture.
Really ruined that.
Blood.
What could be an ult with blood in it?
Bloody Rupture.
Bloodletting.
Bloodletting. Oh, that's a good one. Especially since you're... But Bloodletting was also supposed to be like medicinal. Right? Leeches. Cast it on your ally.
Yeah, but we don't say like leeches is a good thing
Anymore.
I don't really know where Venom's place in this meta is. Like the hero was so good when his talent tree was. He just had the most. It was hilarious. You die and then you just kind of walk in.
Yeah.
Die 100 times doesn't really feel like it matters at any point. He's still pretty good team fight, but just a lot more one-dimensional than he used to be.
This looks pretty good. Lina. Good versus Bloodseeker and Venomancer. Can catch the Wisp Bow. You've got no stuns to stop Lina's combination. You've only got silence.
5 seconds. Dyer's ban.
Gonna ban away the Dro Ranger. Team Liquid with the double range. Would be able to deal with the Weaver, the Venomancer as well, which is Weaver. But
I like how we talked about how Liquid had no stuns with their support duo, so then they just continue to pick.
yeah, you can make up for this as long as your cores have some stuns. Watch this, homie. Who needs stuns? Broodmother, banned by LGD. That classic bit you have to worry about. Do you think this Venomancer is offlane? Or do you think it's Matoma Man safe lane Venomancer?
10 seconds to
I'm
go.
not sure yet. You have options once you see PSG's.
Enchantress.
Ooh.
They're going to have the Enchantress plus 1 melee support. I feel like that's a classic comment.
What do you take then if you're Liquid? More non-stuns?
I mean, you
10 seconds to go.
gotta get some stuff.
5 seconds.
There's no Ursa available. Monkey King doesn't feel great.
Who's it gonna
No
be?
stun.
Okay.
Lots of slows. The Miracle Huskar for you. So we're going to be seeing Huskar mid lane up against the Lina. And then it's going to be Mind Control Bloodseeker, sure enough. So I think Venomancer matched up against the Enchantress is alright.
By the way, BGJ Storm did not lose yet.
Oh, they did?
Quick correction there.
Oh.
I had read somewhere that they had, but...
So they are the...
Dang, that's a bit, that's surprising. Man, this TI is insanely stacked. Everyone is still liable to be very good. There's no obvious, like, this team is getting dead last for me.
Yeah.
Like there is in a lot of years. Last year I knew that Fnatic team was getting last. Who's the other team that got last in the group? I can't remember. Give you huge bonus credit. Get it. Just about to check. It was Hellraisers. I think that'll be... Boy.
See, this is the problem. You spend like 2 minutes on each one.
Relax. Okay, skip this one for now. Skip this one for now.
Skip. Total number of trees destroyed by 30 minutes.
What in the world?
Dude, there's Alina.
There's Alina. She won't throw 20 minutes.
It was 50? 50?
Yeah, 50, 50.
Okay.
50.
First player to get 15 denies.
15 denies.
Don't worry.
Bloodseeker.
We're watching the action. It doesn't.
Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker.
Team who places the most observer awards by the end.
I don't know. Liquid's really greedy. Crow doesn't really want to play support.
LG. Player with the least stats. Back. 26 seconds. Preferably less. They're gonna fight over Ben.
Let's say... Okay, this is gonna sound wild, but I'm gonna go with GH.
I'll accept. GH? He just see his first death here. He's got tethering.
He's fine. He's gonna play this... Because I just feel like his cores just die.
Yeah. I mean, I think there is definitely going to be a concerted effort by LG. Hunt down. So that is the first 3 bounty runes going to PSG LGD.
Look at FY. He knows they've got no stuns. He's going wherever he wants.
Runs in front of them.
He got boots first. He's like, guys, try me.
We're going to have the mid lane matchup of Huskar versus Lina. Now, Willie, you might know you're not a Huskar player.
Uh-huh.
But you're a Lina player.
Says who?
Sometime.
I played Huskar before. I think Lina's like my...
We forgot there's whiffs. He breaks trees. We're already at 12 trees.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. And there's tangos and stuff. Maybe we should have gone past. Maybe we should have done more.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Oh, no. It's at 16 trees already. What? How many trees just died? So, I'm the Tumbaman's killing trees, too.
Okay, let me just add up... okay, this is important that I just add up the tangos real fast.
Yeah, the number of tangos.
How donezo are we?
Radiant's mid-tower's getting banged up. Have fun trying to bust down Radiant structures now.
FY. Just chilling out mid lane. He's getting tons of denies.
Okay, they can eat 26 trees.
26 trees. Automatically gone. LSA stun. Follow up Fisher. Miracle does manage to get a heal coming out from the Wisp. He's turning. He might just be able to kill him. Maybe he can't chase him down, but he can kill FY. Maybe LSA. Another stun comes out.
High ground.
Healing. Miracle. High ground. No, he gets the hit. Maybe does not miss from the low ground. 1-for-1 trade-off. Still, though, it is the core of Liquid going down. He's being contested non-stop initially by LGD. They have the Lina and the
Kuro.
Earthshaker.
Look at this body block from Xnova with no move speed at all.
Trying to stay in front of him. Can't quite get it, though.
Kuro's pretty tanky, actually.
Stop
eating tangos.
Mind control. Trying to go for the kill onto Chalice. He needs another swipe, and he gets it, too. He manages to win that fight. Now he's going to battle it out with FY. Feeling a little uncomfortable. Will healing south and goes for the kill again. With the help of the Wiz, he might just be able to chase down FY. The Enchantress is coming in. The Fisher stalls him up a little bit. Mind control gives up on that chase, picking up his boots from the side shop. That, in part, is thanks to the fact that Miracle was helping to get maybe solo that mid lane.
Did Liquid really get 39-1? I was watching the other games.
Yes, they absolutely did.
Fnatic. I knew they lost.
They got whomped.
Somebody told me that the game was over, so I just didn't watch it.
Top lane is the Klink's Crystal Maiden versus the Silencer Venomancer. See them kind of drain out damage. I always like putting Silencer against the Crystal Maiden just because she likes this.
Yeah. That's a very good point. Matama Man's not having the easiest time up here, though.
Miracle, CS-wise, what are we looking at? 10-4 in the mid lane for Miracle, 15-3 for maybe, so we just got that early lead there. Top lane, Matama Man 12-2 compared to 15-6. LGD's winning 2 of those lanes, and bottom, Chalice is suffering a bit, 9-2. That early death and mind control, having these low heroes to be able to pick off of, is allowing Liquid to handedly win that one.
I wonder what made it so that they thought to themselves, this is going to be a really good Huskar. Because there's an Enchantress on the other side, Clinks. Like, all these heroes should be above average, right?
Chant Totem, big hit, but now the Wisp coming in just in time to save the day. Miracle turns. Now you can see he's not as ambitious with his turnaround fight power as he did earlier. Top lane, Ame dropping quite low. Curl's going to try and fight him. Slowed down for the Crystal Nova, though, of X Nova. He will end up going down. Now, Matama Man came back into this fight off the healing sound, but Ame, he had a big magic stick going on. He's going to die as well. Fairy Fire goes off. X Nova coming in with the Crystal Nova to finish him off. LGD, a big win here in the top lane.
Yeah, FY fired off the stun too. He's going to reveal that he's up here. Doesn't manage to get the last hit on it. It's half a second away. Still, easy pickoff so far. For the side of LGD as Matama Man just runs back here, spits the Gale, X Nova. Doesn't have Nova. Bottom lane.
There's a lot of distance. Good Fisher block from FY. Perfect positioning.
Back-to-back deaths.
Yeah, Matama Man, I mean, he was just a little bit too eager, I think, to go back in the lane. FY showed himself, bro.
This'll come in handy.
Where are we at on the tree game?
You're really all in on this tree. Well, it's currently 5 minutes in and 84 tree. Yeah, we're screwed.
What do you mean? Haven't we already lost that one?
No, it goes up to 170.
Okay.
51 to 170.
But I mean, we guessed 50, so we lost that one already.
What? No, I absolutely did not.
Oh, really?
You're crazy. No, I went 51 to 175.
That's why we're impaired.
I can't believe you wanted me to go less than 50. It's never less than 50.
At the same time, it's kind of messed up that you didn't just blindly trust me. As Matama Man gonna try to run down X Nova, but will not be successful in his pursuit. He really doesn't want to just die again.
Yeah. Oh, mid lane. Good LSA. That was the right timing for that one. The Rupture. TP's coming in. They're going to try and save maybe his life with a Fisher block. That might be enough. Turn around. Laguna Blade trying to threaten mind control. A nice two-man stun. Miracle underneath the tower will die, and maybe still not dead yet. He has the Rupture on him. It is gone now. He is thirsted up pretty heavily, but mind control's just not feeling comfortable with the dive. He finally does die to the Burning Spears, though. So at least they can be happy with that. That is a heavy rotation with Liquid that honestly did not pay huge dividend. One for one trade-off.
They rotated quite a bit just to try to get that done.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Then again,
the zero stuns thing is kind of awkward. That's sort of where the problem is, that you're going to get your spells off no matter what.
Chalice gets off his heal. Being chased down by mind control, loses vision for a little bit, and that is enough. Why run into Kuro? Gonna try and go for a Fisher block here, positioning himself. He does have X Nova coming in. There goes the Fisher block. Kuro's gonna be forced to run himself straight down. The Tough Man trying to cut his way through the trees here to be able to help out his ally. GH comes in, unable to save the day with the help of the Shrine. But Tough Man, that is how you rotate into the offlane jungle right there. Serenity, we saw them in their last game try something like that, but LGD, they pull out all the stops. They bring both cores, 2 supports, they just head on into that area and kill everybody. Miracle turned around, trying to get the kill on the Chalice, but now, quick execution from maybe with a Laguna Blade.
I mean, maybe he's just having a pretty free game right now. He's 4-1-0. I didn't even realize he was doing as well as he was. He shouldn't really fear anything, because again, the no-stun draft from Liquid is this incredibly glaring weakness.
Yeah. We do not have the first 15.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Do we not?
No. It is right now 12 on Lena, 11.
Mind control, put it back. I'm not even spending this one.
And he's not spending a whole lot of time in lane anymore. He got his levels. He wants to just go running around, killing people with ruptures, and they're going to go for the kill on Chalice here with rupture follow-up, but of course he can just TP if he wants. He's got FY sitting behind him. A lot of options for hit changers. Against
Don't be mad.
set up there from FY. Don't think they can actually kill him. They can bring him.
Nobody could actually fear that rupture that much.
Because how can you stop TPs with no stun? Do you get a stun? Like, do you get Yule Scepter on Bloodseeker or something this game? It just seems so silly. Top lane, Ame by himself. Goes straight for the kill on the tough man against two. Will TP away. Bye-bye Rupture. No cares here.
I know we keep pointing it out, and I'm sure chat noticed too about the lineups, but it's still funny every time it happens. I'm still wildly entertained when people pick no stun lineups. It's always just like, what did you expect?
Such a weird, like, they don't.
It's like that, you know that meme with the guy who falls off the bike? How could this happen?
13 small one.
Again,
Chalice taking a lot of damage. Ame positioning himself. Lay out some damage. GH is going to try and escape with a tether, but he may just run into Ame. They're going to put some damage onto mind control. Wiz comes in, just going to die right alongside his Bloodseeker.
oh man.
Double kill for him. Maybe sneaking in behind Miracle. Can he actually kill him with a Laguna Blade? Not quite enough. He doesn't even go for the LSA.
Not even very close to the Blink Dagger on this FY Earthshaker though. Still, pretty crazy domination. Already up 5,000 gold, but Tama Man might just go down again as maybe goes to the TP. This time around, joke's on you.
One last top tower.
Does end up going inside of his own fountain.
That's one way to do it, Cap.
Yule Scepter is going to be a bit slowed down as a result, while the Armlet is up for Miracle. But LGD, PSG, they've already taken the tier 1 tower in the top lane. They're going to keep going onto the tier 2. Rotations from LGD. FY setting up to be able to defend mid. See if LGD is going to TP rotate, see if they can catch Miracle perhaps while he's low. Miracle's just manning up. He's going to take this tier 1 mid tower. So they're just going to trade towers apparently.
I'm not sure why you just give up that mid tower.
FY does have a TP. And that's all you need to say about that.
The most powerful weapon. What a win. 4 heroes with all their like magical spells in the game. Or
GH
one boy with
trying to
a
go
TP.
for the quick pick off on him. Fortunately, a small tether away.
Just run. No one can do anything to you guys.
This must feel like a great game to play at Kling. You just go, you try for a kill. If it fails,
Truly, there are no consequences in life.
maybe this is just like the one. Liquid's gonna get them used to playing recklessly aggressive.
Yeah, it's like some BSJ 6D chess or something.
Smoke up from LGD. They spot mind control. Solve down with the Fisherman. Hit GH and backline as well. GH still tries to come in and save mind control's life, but LGD, they knew about that, so they threw everything they had. Echo Slam.
Oh, they don't have TPs.
They're going to try and come in. Miracle slowing down Chalice. Does manage to get on top of him with the light break. On the other side, though, maybe managed to get the immediate stun onto mind control. He's already dead. Bloodright goes out alongside the Rupture. Maybe still decently high HP, and Chalice finally goes down. The heal wasn't going to be quite good enough, but Matumba Man, he's trying to get the kill on FY before he can complete his TP out. He does end up going down, though. 2 for 4 for LGD, trying to chase
Kuro,
that last remaining member of Liquid, and it is Kuro without boots. trying to outrun a Treads Ame. That's not going to work, my friend. That is going to be a team wipe. LGD trade a support and a core for all 5 of Liquid.
The funniest thing is that LGD, when they're in desperate situations, even when it's unlikely, they just go for the TPs anyways.
Yeah. Like FY just TPing.
FY's just
everybody.
like, let's see what happens. And yeah, mother. So, you've got a hood on Chalice.
Uh-huh.
Which is very tanky. I thought he was gonna die in that engagement when he got jumped on by that Huskar.
Yeah. Takes so little damage. I mean, they don't even have like big burst damage, you know?
Yeah.
They've got some magic damage, but it isn't bursty either.
Oh, this
so
is cool though.
No burst.
This is one way to get back into the game.
Yeah.
Provided you don't accidentally both die. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Mind control.
Chill. You can't right click Roshan.
Everything's fine. Okay, there you go. And 14 minutes into the game, you get a Roshan. That's the, I think the bothersome part about playing Liquid, is they just always do something.
Look at Ame! He thought to himself, I could go for this kill, because I could just TP out afterwards. He ends up dying though, and that is 660 gold given a miracle. So, follow that up with the Roshan kill with the kill on Clinks.
Radiant's bottom tower seems
There's small comebacks here. Blink Dagger coming in pretty quick here. 600 gold for FY is all he needs. Get that big initiation item. Still need our 15 minutes.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Shadowblade for the Lina. Our Clinks is pretty close to a Desolator.
Dire's top
Liquid.
towers get
5 man into some towers now with that Aegis. Take the tier 1 top.
the Dire might want
Hair.
to mine the top tower.
They're going to use that time to get some good aggressive vision down. X-Nova has plenty of wards to burn through.
I don't think there's a huge point in LGD just taking bad fights. It's still an Aegis Huskar who's got a Wisp sitting behind him. It's effectively 3 lives.
And because they have no stuns, you can super aggressively push down lane.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill. The Dire winning.
So they're just going to continue to assault that top tower, and this is finally going to trigger a response from the side of PSG. They want to take this fight as they're going to run into mind control. X-Nova.
Yeah, he's going to go for the freezing field. They've already blown up mind control with the help of Laguna Blade, but a
The
rupture.
instant buyback.
He already has the invis. Finally, they throw down a sentry. Maybe he's going to try and run outside of range. Turns around, goes for the kill on a miracle. Finish him off. That's going to be the Aegis, though. Kuro's going to die on the side here. GH comes in with a saving grace.
Everyone
a big
is
poison.
so
Nova
low.
goes out. They're all low. Chalice is trying to clean up these kills on the supports, but they're hidden away in trees. Finally, FY with the vision gives Chalice the opportunity to clean him up. Echo slam down. Goes for the kill on a miracle. They finish him off as well. A relocate in from GH into the back lines. He thought he was going to help the Huskar out. Instead, he may just be food for Ame. As Fisher stops him from being able to retreat, Ame gets that double kill.
Matu, nice TP.
Matu does manage to TP out, but still, another bad fight for Liquid as LGD clean him up.
And that was with the Aegis too.
Yeah.
Did not make any difference in the world.
And a buyback. So that was basically 7 heroes in that fight.
And this Huskar, yes, you deal some damage, but this Enchantress just chunks you.
And the way it starts is just so bad that they have to throw everything they have to kill a Crystal Maiden. Meanwhile, mind controls should.
Yep.
And the fact that maybe played this really well. The way he backed out of the Sentry until that part where he killed himself on the Rupture again. He would have died.
Invisibility.
And they just kite Miracle. I mean, the pure damage of an Enchantress, the heavy physical damage of Enchant Totem, like, you've got a lot of good heroes versus Huskar.
Which is weird because they last picked that Huskar.
Yeah. We're going to see FY catch him at top of man. Again, GH tries to come in, tries to save somebody with the tether, but there's just too much heavy Fast damage from LGD, Guna Blade, Echo Slam, the Desolator damage from Klings.
Hey, the funny thing is GH does have the least amount of deaths on us.
Not in this game. We are at 172 troops by the way. Our max is 175. Save the trees! Don't do it, guys.
Regeneration.
It's okay. I've kind of given up on that stat. Like, I just figured the Bloodseeker would get it just because, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tempting.
And then he just kept going for the kill. Change it. Like, he was trying to assert his dominance through hero. CS. F5. Nice. Vicious block. The Tumbaban has nowhere to escape. He pops the Poison Nova. Miracle's gonna come in. Maybe they can actually kill Ami with a Global Silence. He can't get away. They trade off 1 for 1. FY slides away to the trees, but farther up. Chalice, trying to kill Curl, has perfect vision. Thanks to that high ground board, we'll be able to take him out. Back over. Another jump forward from Miracle. Claims the support life of X-Nova. Now he's going to challenge Chalice as well next to a shrine. He's feeling pretty good about himself. Another light break up after the Force Staff was used, so Chalice may just burn to death here before he can TP away underneath the shrine. He's going to be okay. The Hood helping him survive through that magic damage burn.
Somnus almost has a Linking Sphere. If you think about it, it's pretty useful. It'll stop the Rupture. Let's go.
Yes. Invisibility.
And then BKB for Ame. That combination of Magic Immunity plus Strafe. You just pop out in a fight and you're just... no one can challenge you.
People challenged him before in this game.
76% win profit.
That seems about right.
Yeah, it's feeling like.
And you can still take one sick fight on the side of Liquid. And if LGD overcommits, that's what Liquid is really good at, getting teams to overcommit.
Why is invisible right now. Has a Fissure, lays it out to be able to stop Atomic from getting anything off, but Miracle's now come in, and they go straight for Ame. He's already halberded up, he can't get any damage in return, so they trade 1 for 1, and are now going to be able to chase down some heroes. Mind Control, who'd already used the Rupture. When they relocate back from the Wisp, looks like they don't have enough tools to go for more. Miracle thought he was hiding in the trees, but PSG LGD actually knew. Chalice forced himself out, still gets hit by the Blood Right as well as the last word. Takes a lot of damage, but PSG LGD are basically just daring Liquid into this fight. They're going to be able to catch Mind Control, Dual Scepter into the stun, a fast blow up with Laguna Bay. And now FY, he has an Echo Slam ready to go. Global Silence goes down. Miracle sees his opportunity. He's going to jump forward, goes for the kill on the baby, gets him. Echo Slam holding in Miracle. The pure damage from Chalice onto the side. Beautiful positioning from this Enchantress. We'll be able to find both of these kills. Chalice set that up right. He saw that they were in a nasty position, separated himself from the rest of his team, allows himself to be able to get the easy return kill on that Huskar.
They do lose Lina for it, but it doesn't even matter. Any sort of trade for them at this point is fine.
Yeah.
And now it's going to build up into an 8k lead, 22 minutes in. Liquid starting to just get outpaced here.
And this Bloodseeker's looking useless. I mean, this guy, he probably had the best laning phase of all, and all he's got is a Vanguard Ring of a Kill on him. It's looking like one of those useless 3 positions that just kind of gets blown up every fight.
You're not far off.
This
is a Vanguard Bloodseeker. It's like, what are you going to do with this hero?
Yeah. Mind Control just pops his head a little bit too far out. Baby. Dual Scepter, and you know, like from that moment, he's dead. I think Global just came up was part of the problem.
Yeah, maybe if you had it like half a second earlier.
Yeah, you have it 3 seconds earlier where he's trying to go for the Yule's play. Once you can see it, like once they lose Miracle, the fight's over.
The damage just drops off.
They are all getting Halberds, though. Halberd Matumba Man, Halberd Miracle. Then Mind Control is going to get Guard, which still helps a lot. Low physical damage, high.
Liquid. Feels like they're just kind of meandering around this Roshan area. They don't want to give it up, just in case.
Okay. What, like, for people who just don't get it, who are just beaming around, okay, we're gonna have to wait. That's a 5-man smoke up running into FY, who is in this with a 4-man Echo Slam. Fisher on the 5, executes Kuroki, and now he hopes his team will be able to bail him out. That is a death well spent, my friend, as this team fight is surely got to go the way
of
LGD. A nice relocate out, though, with a buyback there of Kuro, and managed to buy the time for the relocate away, and now Liquid is actually getting a successful retreat. They may just lose GH here as he comes back from the relocate. They're going to try and fight. They actually brought Miracle back in. Go straight for the kill onto Challenge. He's already dead. Liquid. A 4-man Echo Slam into a 5-man Fisher, and they still walk away with a victory.
Okay, so Liquid might just get the second Roshan of the game. The buyback has been committed. If you're going to fight, though, you got to get in there now. The wards are going to keep them away. That is going to be an Aegis cheese on the side of Liquid. She's on a GH, so effectively you've got another life for both heroes. And all of a sudden, this is what we said, Liquid can just sometimes have these random fights.
FY was so far away from the rest of his team, but that just looked too good for him to jump on. Ame has the BKB, he goes straight for Kuro. Couldn't actually kill him, they had to actually have the heal come out.
Ame, he's trapped.
Now Ame's dead. Managed to get a 3-man Fisher, a little bit more damage. He's walking himself away, he gets out with the freezing Phoenix. X-Nova, let it go, baby! Yule Scepter onto Miracle. They're gonna stall.
It's still in the air.
As long as possible. He still managed to get the stun off the LSA, come down. Miracle is dead. What? Maybe not. A little bit of armor toggle. Can he actually do something? There's too many stuns.
That's a 5-man wipe. Chalice with the ultra kill. An emphatic win in that team fight. Ame barely survives because he just kind of walks away.
BKB. Skeleton walk it off.
This is the kind of matchup that we are expecting between these two teams. It's what we're getting. It is delivering in spades while holding the attack. And they want to try to force some more buybacks. They know that Kuro doesn't have one at the very least. And here we go as they start mounting up high ground. They've got a siege wagon with them too. And the tower goes down so quickly. Ame already at full HP. They should be able to get at least one set of racks clean out of this. The question is if you go top, and they indeed are.
Searing arrows, they just make such short work of buildings. Jump it. Matumba Man trying to get off the poison. No, but he doesn't get anything off. The Fisher from FY hits him as he blinks.
The TP
and FY Team C just right in front of their face. He pops a fairy fire just to make sure he won't die to the damage.
I'm not sure why. He had like 450 health.
He had a ton of HP.
Okay, did they just use relocate for some bounty runes? Sure.
They did.
I like it.
You know, I played late game against a Wisp who got to level 25. And he got the cooldown. Oh, look at it. Ame, he's dropping so low. And then a 3-man Fisher from FY, and he just walks away.
If they get that... I don't actually...
If they get that kill, they still lose the fight. But they feel a little bit better about the fight, maybe.
FY must just look at the enemy, like he looks over the hill, and he just starts laughing. He probably thinks it's hilarious. Because he has so many stuns. He's so rich in stuns. And Liquid is so poor in stuns.
It's got infinity more stun. It's got the Shadow Blade. Blink is going to go for the BKB next, so he doesn't have to worry about all that stuff. Magic damage, Venomancer. And Ame, he's trying to get the MKB. If he gets off the BKB before a Halberd comes out, and he has the MKB, then Halberds are pretty much useless at them.
Yeah.
That should help. But again, he is not the only one who has to pump out the damage. Chalice is also getting him. He really hasn't had to worry about the Halberd disarm a whole lot. This Clinks has been the focus. He's just been able to chill out, throw some impish shots where he goes. We're going to see that Echo Slam. You can see how far away he is from the rest of his team, but look at that. That is too gorgeous not to go for it. I can't blame FY one bit for calling. He gets an instant kill on a silencer, forces a buyback as a result. But you can see, Liquid can still win fights, even without stuns. Invis Rune or Miracle does give them some form of initiation. What they really want, though, is that Blood Rage Venomancer to blink in Poison Nova, and then a relocated Huskar to clean everybody.
Yeah. FY, Invis. There's a sentry on the ground, though. He's got to be a little bit careful here.
One in lane, one in the river, to make sure when Roshan is up. 17,000 gold lead for LGD. Experience even greater than that, 20k. But they are still cautious. Goes to show the respect they have for Liquid in the game. And they're also quite close to all of those items that we're talking about. Double MKBs. One has been picked up on a Chalice, but Ame still doesn't have his. Maybe the Shrine. And there's got to be no rush for LG.
I mean, I think you're still comfortable with the type of lineup that you have. You can continue to scale from here. You just can't give up the... I don't even know if it matters, actually. That you give up the third Roshan.
I mean, Ame's just taking melee racks right now. He's got a BKB TPS.
Okay. Really can't do anything about that. Joke's on you, Ame. You didn't even have to BKB.
Is anybody ever gonna... I'm like looking at the cores and stuff, and like... Nobody's really gonna build a site that buys. Maybe if Mind Control had more fun. Last item.
Yo, my man just finished his Crimson Garden. He's got 900 gold. Relax here.
30 minutes.
Slow your roll.
99% probability according to
99%? Ah, that's about right, actually. If LGD win a fight, the game's just done.
Meanwhile,
so
Liquid probably have to win 3 or 4 fights, just it.
I'd say if they won 3 fights clean.
Yeah.
With 3 heroes or more left alive.
Think they would be ahead or even?
They'd be even. Dota swings quite a bit, especially when you're down 20k. Every fight at that point matters quite a bit.
Alright, they've got their MKBs. Maybe, Ame, and Chalice. They're ready to go. They are ready! The length of damage on a Miracle. Look at the backline. Global Silence goes off. The initiation from FY is ruined, but he TP's right in front of him. Not going to be able to make it out today. Poison Nova goes down. Only hits a couple of heroes. Rupture on the backlines as well. Chalice pushes away Mind Control. He's going to die to those impetus shots. A buyback from FY does scare away the rest of Liquid. So they may have won the battle for now. They can't get caught. Maybe almost spots out. Maybe they're going to be able to get the kill onto Matumba Man. Sure enough, make that pretty easily.
That fight actually looks sort of okay for Liquid for a second.
Come on, sprites.
In fact, he got the global silence off. The white is half wide blinked in. That could not have been more perfect.
They still have Echo Slam. Gonna go for this high ground push, maybe try to force the buyback.
They have the life break range now for the Huskar, which will only really matter if Liquid can make LGD break. They can actually win the fight and start chasing down Hero. But at this point, PSG, LGD, they certainly have the upper hand. Especially with that global sound still on cooldown for another 45 seconds.
They want to end this game right now.
Shadowblade forward. Just hoping someone pokes their head out a little bit too far. They see Miracle, they're gonna blow him up, they get him. He does have a buyback. Ame with the BKB tries to go for mind control next. They're going to wait for the BKB to wear out.
Ame's considerably slowed right now. The buyback.
There goes the buyback. Ame is super slow. He can't really get anywhere with the rupture and all that poison on him. Looks like they should be able to bring him down. Miracle still hoping to be able to get the kill on him. Maybe a long-range jump onto him, but now stunned up by FY. LSA hits him as well. That's a dieback from him.
X-Nova
is still going strong with X-Nova right next to him. With the freezing field, Matumba Man turns around, goes for the poison Nova, but they don't have any cores left. It's going to be all poison damage to try and finish up the rest of PSG LGD, and it might have gotten X-Nova. He will die, but both FY and Chalice hold strong. They do a buyback. They're going to use it now, but it may be a little bit late. FY's already struck. He managed to kill GH. Matumba Man. Echo Slam onto him. GH with a buyback is going to be able to keep Matumba Man alive. Both FY and Chalice have dove deep behind the tier 3 towers, and Chalice will simply go for a TP out.
You can tell he instantly regretted that decision. The tower that was Crimson guarded up is not going to go down. Drax did eventually fall to that top lane. There was no way that Liquid was going to be able to defend that one. There was some inevitability in it, and the gold lead does creep up, but Liquid does manage to hold.
Matumba Man did have to buy back, which means that his Aghanim Scepter, which is really important. He just got his level 20, so he got the Poison Nova duration. If he can actually get the Aghanim Scepter, it is a big increase in their damage, especially with Blood Rage. But they have to go for the contest on Roshan. They cannot wait items like PSG LGD can.
Might even wait for the next Roshan, as it is up. Liquid loves fighting around this objective just because there's more control around the area, just more fights that they can take. They've won the last 2 around this area.
Kill some of the vision. They do have Blood Right vision as well, but they don't spot that smoke. PSG LGD gonna start wrapping their way around, but they're going for the fast Roshan kill with the Blood Rage on him. Roshan, he's gonna die super fast, but Matumba Man blink out, does something about this. Really good poison Nova, and Roshan finally does manage to fall. They're gonna pick up the Aegis Cheese.
Ame's chasing Kuro.
Look at that long jump from Life Break onto Chalice at the same time. Kuro does finally go down. Another Life Break. They just keep on jumping onto Chalice and will beat him down.
It's going to be quite the big streak, too.
Another jump. Life Break, maybe. He's going to be caught as well. That's going to be 2 cores who end up falling. Liquid. Can they turn this game around? A big Roshan fight does start a sliver of hope for Liquid. Relocate. Oh, they're going to find another one. That's going to be X-Nova.
That is a significant amount of gold that they're just throwing the other way now.
Yeah.
That is 6,000 gold that they just lost in Ame. Gonna get hit by the Wisp.
And now, Liquid, they have Aegis, they still have Cheese on GH, and they have the Refresher Shard on the Huskar. I'm not sure if you give that to Matumba, right? Or is double Poison Nova really not that? Maybe he keeps it just for double BK.
Double Harvard.
Disarm. I mean, that fight was a dream for Liquid. They start off hitting like a 4-man Poison Nova. They kill Roshan like right as LGD are getting close. And then on top of that, it was just chaos. Heroes are isolated from each other. Miracle's able to just outnumber Chalice pretty easily. Help of his allies. Come in. He's away. Good thing to Ame. Just win hunting. Ame, who's trying to go for a late game Lincolns up against the Rupture and the Life Break that he has to worry so much about.
It's a BKB now, by the way, completed by FY. I saw him queue it up like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Ambitious.
Which one do you get? on level 25.
For
Magic
who?
resistance or enchant totem?
I feel like he's gonna get magic res. There's a lot of value in it this game.
I think the only time you actually go enchant totem more is if you go. And even then, you still go magic resistance.
How do you like that, eggs?
Oh, I love it. I actually think the Axe is like...
So Liquid has cut the lead 7,000 gold. Not bad at all.
They still have these extra tools. But with 2 lanes of rags down, they can't actually... It doesn't seem like they can be in the position to use this agent and take a tier.
Yeah. I mean, they're in no position to push. The Roshan fights are going so well because, I mean, it's open field. You get to dictate more of the pace. Crow's ult, you can just like hang back, toss it.
It forces the enemy team to form a certain area, which is perfect. For Poison Nova and wards and stuff. Yelner neck. Is that really the best damage item?
I mean, it ups his attack speed. Magic damage is kind of nice.
Helps him clear out waves.
Yeah, if they get mega creeped for whatever reason and they want to continue to play on, that's always sort of a concern. Nobody hit 15 denies, by the way.
They're teasing us. Things sitting at 14. Mind Control needs 3 for us to battle. Force down.
This'll come in handy.
And it's certainly not the item progression, right? Do you feel like he really needs that force down? Get it away from the hospital.
Yeah. He needs the Hurricane fight pretty badly.
Get a Hurricane. Push him away. Back. They just want kiting.
I mean, you want to extend the fight for as long as you can because you've got Bloodseeker and Venomancer.
Yeah. But at the same time, LGD also need to kite the Huskar.
Goes both ways. Everyone on the side of LGD building BKBs. They're reluctant to take another bad fight though. It's like, that's how you throw the game. And 5 minutes ago, this game looked unlosable. And now all of a sudden...
FY. Trying to force something out of GH. Just chills up on the high ground.
Now things are a little bit more reset. Neither side.
Do you think that LGD is being too scared?
I think they're just cautious right now. Maybe, I mean, there's an element of fear into it, because if you lose another fight, it doesn't take a lot. Like, one fight swings it 5k, 6k, right? Another fight will do the same. All of a sudden, they went from 1% to 6%. They gained 5 times the amount of winning chance off of one team fight cap. Do that twice more, suddenly you're ahead.
Who has the refreshers? They use, double global. Force. Oh, a big force tap. That's going to put Miracle in an awkward position. GH still going to try to help him out with that damage reduction, and he's fighting strong. Echo Slam's not going to be enough. He still has the BKB going. Miracle jumps in a little bit farther. Doesn't manage to finish off Ame, who immediately buys back FY with his BKB. Shadowblade on the side, going to be spotted. He will not escape. A 4-man Fisher before he dies, but neither one of the supports have buyback. Liquid win another fight. It did cost them double global.
Yes. But at the same time, little by little. And Ame bought back.
Yeah, that's a win condition available now for Liquid.
I can't even believe that this game is... What are we at now? What's the Dota puff? I like seeing this.
Well, first, we're going to... it's about like 90%. Look at that long jump. They're thinking, we force-staffed him out of position, but they've got Blinks, they've got GH Tether. And Miracle's BKB just lasted so long. FY couldn't handle it. Tried to go for that Echo Slam. That was their 10-second. pick off on Matumba PSG, LGD. They may not be winning team fights, but they can certainly catch heroes out non-stop.
Slowing a little bit of the momentum at least.
Big advantage, both Lina and Enchantress do scale pretty well into the late game. We've got now the level 5 impetus damage for Enchantress. I like Kuro's very realistic. He holds no delusions about him turning. Like level 20? Yeah, arcade. That's how you can tell which supports are like delusion.
I thought you were going to talk about his refresher. Okay, they're going to go for it again.
Another attempted push into the high ground. Maybe he
just
can
popped
sit
up
so far back that he could just chip away at this tier 3. But he's got to be careful when his Linken's is down.
Pro takes so much damage. Just from one spear.
So Kuro's trying to get in there, pop that Linken, so we can get a rupture, a life break in. They can use some more stabs. Rupture on a challenge. They're going to try and life break, finish him off pretty easily. But that is BKB used by Miracle. LGD just back out. They see GH, they see a gem. FY sees an opportunity, get a kill onto the support, but now he's ruptured. Now he's silenced. He does have the BKB, but he does not have a TP. He just puts that from his backpack into his stash, jump-baited by a gem. Relocate out. Get yourself some bounty runes. It is relocate cooldown. That's what I was going to talk about earlier. You get to level 25, you got the relocate cooldown. You always get those bounty runes.
Dude, he took the 15 health regen. That's a teammate.
Yeah.
Austin, real talk, I've never played this hero. I'm taking the 150 GPM. How dare you? You didn't until I told you. Don't just make assumptions. Alright, so the mythical Liquid Roche fight. So from 22k, they brought it all the way down to 10.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
And that probability has gone to about 85%, I would guess.
1% to 15. That's the...
And now another Roshan. I'm going to presume that's going to take it a little bit further. Oh, man. Yo, oh, okay. Is this right? Mind Control is trying to get a Radiance. What about an Aghanim Scepter? Be real, this guy's he's just a rupture machine, right?
I don't know.
These guys are all building hurricane pikes and stuff to try and get away from the Huskar. Punish that.
I'm not sure if Radiance is the play too, though. You've got MKBs already.
Yeah, everybody has MKBs. The miss percentage chance doesn't help.
Kind of annoying. The damage over time. More damage over time. I'd be kind of down with like a blade mail or something. I don't know.
It helps him push him.
Like a hex.
I mean, I would be down with their first stun. 47 minutes.
It's kind of crazy that the game is what it is right now. Despite that. 2 sets of racks down. They weren't able to win a fight, and the gold lead is now cut down to 8,000.
They've got double global silence ready to go. Like, is it time? Is it time for Liquid to walk across the river? Are they ready to go into the Forbidden Zone? First, they're going to smoke up and stay on their side of the map, go through their own jungle. Away with the Witness Balls. They catch somebody on the side of the trees. It's going to be Curl finding FY. TP out. What a play from FY.
They'll get their stun, don't worry.
Kadame. Oh, he sees it. He sees his opportunity to just break a tier 3. Immediately TP's out.
Okay, surely this changes Mind Control's build. Maybe he thinks to himself, like, I need a basher. That's what I need.
Yes!
Ah, I told you. That's the thing, is when stupid shit like that happens to you enough times, eventually you get tired of it. You're just like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, There's no way that you should get away with stuff like that often. That's just tiresome.
Now the question is, what? He may get the bash, but will he actually get the bash?
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Will he get their very first stun?
I'm sure he will. I'm just saying, it's like, he was so close to that relic, and somebody on his team had to have just thought to himself, guys, this is so dumb. Like, this...
Oh, they got it! They got a stun!
They got 2 now. Now they're just...
Oh, they're rolling! Woo! Sight the vice for Matumba Man.
Joke's on you, Twitch chat. Now there's tons of stuns. They can give him the refresher. All of a sudden, you've got 3. Or no, 2.
I mean, they've even got
three.
They've got a BKB piercing disable. Sure, it's based on RNG, but
I mean, somebody told me that BKB piercing disables are broken.
The Dire might want to mine the top tower.
Infinite stuns. If he hits them real fast, oh boy, everyone's getting locked down now.
Dire's top tower's gone.
you can't even count the number of stuns that are possible.
And you know what? It adds up. It goes even layers than that. It's like it doesn't even benefit him, Cap.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Because he wants people to move around the map and stuff. When he's got Rupture on, this is just a good team play. That's how you know that he cares more about the win.
Ooh. Do you ever go the 800 Poison Nova AoE? Ever?
What kind of talent is that?
I mean, have you seen it? It's gigantic. It fills up the entire...
I know what 800 extra AoE could potentially look like. Because it already shoots it in what's the AoE right now? It's 830? So you would shoot it, you would double it. Who else do you need to hit with that? The Ancients will feel that shit.
You just farm the entire jungle. You stand here, right? You stand on this neutral spot, and you hit everything.
I don't know if that helps.
You don't kill everything.
Oh.
You bring everything down to 1 HP.
The Earth.
Alright, it is now 76% win probability.
Okay.
For Liquid. They have truly grinded this back.
From 1.
From 1%. Liquid are the 1%. They're trying to be the first team to win 2 TIs. Just straight up, but also back to back. You need that kind of strength of will to be able to battle through.
These are the games that test you. LGD is potentially a team that you'll see later on in the tournament.
He's sneaking in. He's going to try and go for the Megas.
TP back, mind control.
You can stop that TP. Global Silence, they're going to have to fight up in the top lane. They're trying to go for GH, but Miracle's fighting out with Baby. Baby's going to try and limp himself away with the Burning Spear. Already killed him. GH finally goes down. Anyway, ends up going down. Bottom. Ame, he's taking the full lane of Rags. Nobody's going to be able to stop this. Finally, the backdoor protection, or rather, the glyph comes in. The TPs are coming out. Ame, he's going to commit it with the BKB. They need the bash. Mind control, get the bash. He doesn't get it. TP bash. He gets it finally, but it is now against
the Huskers got 1-2.
A bash on Miracle, the ranged basher.
This is how you know.
They are getting desperate. Desperate for lockdown. But Tumba Man is just immediately going down mid.
They want to force some buybacks out here.
They have
Mega creeps are not the worst situation that you can possibly have right now, because the top lane is somewhat dealt with. And if you're fast enough, you can start running down mid, make some headway.
Unfortunately, no Roshan opportunity during this time, but maybe they can get some tier 2s.
You have a cheese essentially in a hero already. Okay, you're built in with Quiz. You see that Miracle cannot die anymore. LGD is making this play. It means that it's because they no longer believe in their ability to win a team fight. Plus, they know that there's no stunts. So,
I mean, it might just be the easy play to make.
Yeah, I mean, it works both ways.
Miracle, he is Blood Raged, has Burning Spear, pure damage.
Okay,
he's got a Wisp behind him.
come back in.
And tough take of sight. Immediately put onto Ame. They try to go for the Lotus Sword. Bounce back. Oh, that's a life break. And a bash onto himself. Oh no! Miracle's going to be sold up for a moment, but GH is keeping him alive. And look at the heal coming out. The pure damage onto Ame will finish him off. That is a dive back. He's dead for 2 minutes. LGD, they surely aren't going to lose like this.
Go for the throne.
Kill tier 3, go straight for the tier 4s in LGD. They have to battle it out.
Back from the Wisp.
It's going to be 4 versus 4. He has to relocate though. They've already blown up Microchip with a glue to bait a little bit more damage. They managed to get the crit. A buyback coming out. X-Nova, Ghost Scepter in. Echo Slam down. They've taken out Miracle. He is dead on the Huskar, but he has the buyback. Matumman's dead as well. Liquid are going to be forced into mass buybacks now as they have to defend their throne as well. Kuro hit by the Fisher. FY slows him up the enchant totem. He will fall.
And Matumman now suddenly isolated out, gets the blink though just in front of FY. And all buybacks used by Liquid. They can deal with the waves.
Back in GH and Miracle. They go back into this fight. They're going to go for X-Nova. The Ghost Scepter keeps himself alive. They're going for GH first.
There's
GH
too much range right now.
He's trying to stay close range and challenge, but challenge with the pure damage. Now knocking away Miracle. Miracle, he has a Satanic trying to heal himself without the Wisp, and he might just be able to do it too. Wisp dropping low and lower. Chalice is going to end up with the poison on him. He ends up going down. Mind Control has a lot of thirst. He's going to be able to go for X-Nova. Frostbitten up. Doesn't seem to matter. X-Nova may still die. F1 with a beautiful Fisher. Now jumps in on Miracle. Mind Control, he ends up going down. And with Gale sitting on the 2, they're both dead. That is 4 dead from Liquid. No buyback. Kuro, the captain, is left against Megas. That is going to be it. LGD finally get the win over Liquid.
That's some Dota. Liquid, they saw their opening, but Chalice does so much damage. They did such a good job with the spacing too. You have to point out how Maybe played that fight. He utilized the max range at all times, just stayed back, got stun after stun. Once the BKB started to run low on the side of Liquid, not a whole lot of steam left, but they kept it close. I thought that game was, I mean, it said 99%. And now we get to this point. Oof.
It's just rough that the mega creeps is what forces them into such a